Hey everybody, I am David, and today I am going to be talking about The Flash, Season 3, Episode 19, The Once and Future Flash. And in this episode we have Barry going into the future to see if he can stop Savitar. Find out who he is, somehow if there's a way to beat him. And while on this little journey we get to see him explore the future a little bit and see what might be down the road. And I really wanted to talk about this. Let's start off with Cisco. Obviously, the first person he sees in the future is Cisco. And I'm glad Cisco was he was still optimistic, He was still the Cisco we loved. And, he was the one with hope that I really liked. He was the one that wanted to bring the band back together, because that's who Cisco is. And we already had enough emo Cisco in the beginning. And funny enough, we're getting emo Barry in this episode. Emo Barry in the future. Which I think a lot of us kind of expected and is not really surprised. I was kind of not annoyed, but like, come on, Barry. You've been through many tragedies before, many deaths. You shouldn't have forgotten Joe of all people, especially since in the beginning of the episode you promised her. So, are you really going to keep up to your promise? I really hope so. I have a feeling someone's going to die this season. And no matter who it is, Barry is once again, I think he's going to go what he usually turns into. He turns into a crying guy, he cries about it. He wants to go into the past and save them. Hopefully he won't do that this time. Hopefully he's got that knocked on his head that it's not right to do something like that, to go in the past and change things. But we do want him to stop Savitar, and I think that's one thing that's going to happen. Especially at the end there when Future Barry gave him the device that he's going to need to stop Savitar. And he told him to go look for this woman that will be able to understand the device, because she creates it sometime like 4 years ago, before Barry arrived in 2024. So that would be in 2020. We're almost there, guys. And so Barry has that all settled. We even got to see that Caitlin is still evil in the future. And she likes it that way. It looks like Caitlin hasn't seen the light of day. She's just Killer Frost, and that's it. And I thought it was interesting how she taunted Barry about knowing Savitar's identity. And which I'll get to in a little bit at the end, because that was, yeah. But it kind of makes me wish, is Caitlin going to continue being evil in the next couple of seasons, or is she going to be a regular villain? I kind of hope not. But I like Caitlin where she is, but then you got Iris, and you have to think, what are you going to do with Iris next season? Because it's great that her and Barry have this awesome relationship, but there have been times where Iris has handled Caitlin's job. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen, but I do wonder if they will throw Caitlin more into maybe a regular guest star. It makes me wonder that. Another thing I really liked is that we got to see Julian in the future. And Julian is still alive and still good. So that rules him off the list, that he's Savitar. I'm happy about that. I kind of hope they keep Tom Felton around next season, because especially in this episode, I was like, you know what? This is so different from what Tom Felton has played in Harry Potter or Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And I'm pretty sure there's other roles out there that he's played that are probably different from those ones as well. But this is like the third role I've seen him play throughout his career. And because I can't watch everything. But I really like him in this role. I like to see him in this supporting role. I think he really fits well with the team. And if he comes back next season as a series regular again, I'm all for it. I think it's awesome. The heartbreaking moment of this entire episode was Joe, though. Joe, we find out that Barry, after Iris died, Barry didn't go and comfort Joe. He had hardly any communication with him, which was the part that kind of irked me a little bit. But Joe himself, I'm trying to remember the actors, Jesse L. Martin, he's such a great actor, and there are moments in this episode where I was like, I like that little emotion that he just pulled out there. Specifically the part where when the team is coming back together and present day Barry, 2017 Barry, is talking about bringing the team back together and Team Flash and all that. And if you notice, Jesse L. Martin, he takes off his glasses, and because he's grieving at that point. He's happy that this is happening, that Barry is reuniting everybody and reminding him of Iris. So I thought that was a really nice moment. And specifically at the end, when Barry goes back to 2017, he hugs Joe. That got me all teary-eyed, man. I was like, that's the Barry and Joe relationship that I love. That father, because son dynamic, because Barry has always been a son to Joe, like that's always been their relationship. Even though Barry had another father, he got to live some of his life with Joe and Iris. So I really love that relationship, and it kind of has me worried for Joe a little bit on where they might bring his character, because I don't think Iris is going to die. I'll save my thoughts on that to see if it happens, but I hope Joe doesn't die. Let's just put it that way, because I'll be kind of upset. I think he's a great character, and I think there's still a lot more you could do with him, but who knows? Maybe the writers don't feel that way. Other than that, guys, I almost forgot. I got to talk about that little tease at the end there. So we knew that Killer Frost was going to go to Savitar and talk to him. And Savitar was going to offer, Killer Frost that, I don't want Kaylin, I just want you. Which he did. He did at the end of the episode. We were told that was going to happen. It happened. Savitar, because Killer Frost doesn't, why should I trust you? Because. And then he starts bending down on the floor, and I'm like, yes, come on, give it to us. Let us see who it is. It's time. And no, they hold it off. And I'm like, no! This is not how you're supposed to end an episode. You have to show us, finally, who this son of a bitch is. And they ended it with us still guessing now. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to show you guys, and then blank. It's like, nope, you're going to have to wait a little longer. And I'm like, no! Ugh, this damn show, I love you, but come on. Stop teasing us. Stop fucking with us like this. Ugh. I love it, but it was a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. I like seeing all the future stuff. Whenever it's a time travel thing, either it's the past or the future. The future is always the fun stuff, because it's like, this is how it could go, but you guys could change it and not let it happen. And I like when shows explore the future a little bit, because it could give us hints at where they might go eventually. Obviously, we don't. I don't think it will go that way. But one thing was a little confusing to me. In the year 2024, Barry was supposed to be disappeared by that point, unless this was a couple of months before that happened. I think that was around It's supposed to happen around April 2024, that the sky was going to turn red and Flash vanquishes or disappears. And it's supposed to, I think, revolve around Reverse Flash. I'm not sure. But it was in the newspaper article. Go check it, what the headline said. And so was all of this that was going on taking place before that? Or was it taking place after that? And was that the reason Barry was missing after the sky turned red? I don't know. I kind of also hope that we would have learned a little bit about... Every time they explore the future or another Earth, I always want to know what's going on in Star City. What's Star City doing during this time? But they never show us that. I get why, but come on, just a little throwaway line like, hey, well, how's Oliver in this time? And then Cisco could go, oh, he quit being Green Arrow. Everybody's quitting being their superheroes these days in the future. So yes, guys, I'm going to end this here. I thought it was a really good episode. Nice way to finally get the last 3 episodes. Now we got 3 more episodes left. This is going to be awesome. Tomorrow's Arrow. Can't wait for that. So if you're subscribed to my channel, awesome. Check that out tomorrow, especially if you're a fan of Arrow. And like this video if you agree with me. Subscribe to my channel, even, if this is your first video, that's awesome. I always talk about the Flash. You can go back and watch all my Flash reviews starting from Season 1, Episode 1. That's how long I've been doing these reviews for already. And until next time, guys, take care.